talk about resistance, and there seems to be even, those who are the independents or sitting in the middle here, they're like, okay, Donald Trump's back, let's do this thing. But what about the Republicans and those within, vaguely his own camp that last time that resisted him or undermined him? Where have they gone this time?
It's funny. They had an interview here with Paul Ryan, the former Speaker of the House, who is a big anti-Trump Republican, who was on TV this week, and he said it was time for Republican unity, and even the right-leaning press gave him a hard time about that. So those folks are still around. Here's I think the more interesting take, which is there's an issue right now, Laura, that is going to be front and center starting actually tonight, which is the TikTok ban. That law went into effect on Sunday. TikTok actually went down in this country for a couple of hours. Donald Trump encouraged it to go back online. It did go back online, and he wants to defend TikTok and try and find a way to leave it up. The law doesn't allow him to do that, and there are many Republicans who voted for that law who are adamant that TikTok needs to be shut down. So this is something that Donald Trump will have to deal with in his first days in office, an issue that divide Republicans. There's some that want to support him and leave TikTok open, but there's many, especially defense hawks that support Donald Trump generally, who say TikTok has to come down. So he's going to end up with a political brouhaha in his first days in office.
Mick, before we let you go, I wanted to ask you about the relationships that Donald Trump has at the moment. Certainly a special bromance with Elon Musk, but we have spoken in the past and about his time as the 45th. He famously fell out with a lot of people. Do you think that's different this time around?
Probably not. I mean, you don't teach an old dog new tricks. Donald Trump is approaching 80 years old. He's not going to change his personality. He'll continue to be as straightforward and direct as he's always been. Are people more willing to accept that now? Maybe. That's why Jeff Bezos has come around and was at the ceremony today. Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg was at the ceremony today. So maybe folks are just willing to accept his unique personality style and get down to dealing with the brass tacks of policy. I think that's what you're going to see out of corporate America. 8 years ago, they shunned him. Now they sort of accept him as the president, even though some of them may do so begrudgingly, and they just want to figure out if they can work with him. So that will be something interesting to watch as well.